I really realised that I was a part of the St. John's community when last year I forgot my keys 4 days in a row, and the last day the porter just saw me outside the lodge instead again.
For me, it was scoring my first goal for the Nogs. It was on my first start for us, and it was a real special moment when we celebrate together as a team. It's when I realised I hadn't just joined a college and a team, I'd also joined a family.
Feeling at home in John's to me is spending quality time with the friends that means the most to me. I think one of the first times was when I made dinner with two of my best friends I made on day one. We made couscous and chatted for hours and hours, and after that I knew that they will always have my back.
It's the middle of term and we've just had a long day of lectures, and all our friends have called each other and gathered in one of our kitchens, get a speaker out, slap some music on, cook some food, and spend the evening relaxing.
The first time I really felt at home at John's was during my 19th birthday. I was celebrating with all my friends in hall, the environment was amazing and the experience was truly unique. There was no place I'd rather be and I was super happy.
When students came round to this little sitting room in this little house for socials was when I realised this is absolutely where I want to be. It was the same at King's, it's the same here. Students come round, they kick off their shoes, they eat my food, they drink my drink, and they say exactly what's in their mind, and they ask me about my life and they tell me about theirs, and sometimes it leads to really quite important conversations one-to-one later. But that's when I discovered this is where I want to be.
It was at John's Maple in my first year. I was standing on the backs with my two best friends watching the fireworks, and then the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy came on in the background, and we all just started laughing and dancing together in all of our finery. And amongst all that tradition and the grandeur, standing with my incredible friends, I just knew that I was exactly where I was meant to be.
I first felt at home at John's when I first saw the city from the river in our first punting trip.
It was the first day of Freshers Week and I met the master for the first time. And for me, having somebody so eminent and such a famous academic interested in me and what I wanted to do with my life just made me feel really welcomed, and I knew that I was in the right place.
The time I felt the most at home at John's was actually my birthday. I invited around 25 people to my small room, so we were all just crowded in there listening to music and playing Cards Against Humanity, and yeah, people brought food. It was such a friendly, welcoming place to be.
Hanging out with my friends in my room and just chatting and laughing and having a really nice time together.
Leaving my final exam in first year with my course mates and being greeted and congratulated by a bunch of our friends who we weren't expecting. And celebrating with them afterwards, that was a really special moment.
Was coming back after the Christmas holidays, just sitting with all my friends again in the buttery and seeing everyone on my floor. It really made me feel like I was coming back to my second home, and I think that the John's community is so welcoming that I felt comfortable coming back, and I was really looking forward to it.
It was after a night out. Michaelmas term was just drawing to a close and a friend invited me back to her kitchen to eat ice cream. We sat there for hours over Haagen-Dazs, long into the small hours, and talked about everything, about our childhoods, our futures, what we thought we'd become at Cambridge and afterwards. I felt like someone truly understood me for the first time at John's and that I'd made a friend for life. It was a really special moment.
Where I really felt at home in John's was the last term that we were there in Lent, when I was really struggling with my exams and I was in the library most days, but two of my friends sent me the sweetest care packages with sweet treats and cuddly toys and flowers, and it just reminded me how lovely my friends are and that they were always there for me.
In Michaelmas term, when me and some of my friends had a movie night, and we just got loads of pillows and blankets and put them between the rooms and watched a film, and it was just a really lovely evening.
I feel at home at St John's when I'm having a Saturday brunch with my friends, because I know that they'll be there for me, whether we're just having a chat, just enjoying the John's brunch, or if any of us ever needs anything.
I think the time I started to feel at home at John's is when me and a few friends started cooking for each other once a week. We made a group chat called Wholesome Dinners, and it was really nice.
It must have been in Lent I came across a work by Wordsworth, his Preludes, and he says he often would frequent the groves and tributary walks of college as well. And I think knowing that there's that common thread that unifies past and present is something that is so important to the spirit of John's.
The moment that sticks out for me would be during Freshers Week, and it was my birthday, and I remember feeling really nervous. First birthday away from home, wasn't quite sure what was going to happen, hadn't told many people, and I remember about halfway through the day I get a knock on the door saying, come to the kitchen, come to the kitchen. And I come to the kitchen, and these people that I'd met literally 2 or 3 days ago
had bought me cupcakes and candles and a bottle of wine, and they sang me happy birthday, and I just remember feeling so at ease and at home and amazed at this kind thing that these people had done, and I thought, yeah, that I've picked the right place to be.